Hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, Sherry, could you see my thumbnail? Could you see me dancing? I
I
don't know if you
couldn't. I couldn't
No?
see it. Were you dancing?
Yeah, I was going, I was getting, I remember the last time we started our show doing that one time, and I was like, could you see me dancing?
I couldn't see you. I know. I like the music.
It's so funny. And it's like, honestly, what's coming in right now, and I'm just going to go right into it because it's heavy. It's heavy duty, and it's going to be a very serious night. And they showed me this too already, like as I'm preparing, because we're going to talk a little bit about gematria and the Emerald Order and some divine rays, some heavy stuff. But I could feel the stickiness, and we know that the Schumann has been off the charts. And Michael and Sarah, by the way, probably won't be joining us tonight, but they still have an open invitation if they want to jump in, if they get freed up. But everybody's lives are like colliding and busy and this and that, and there's a lot of density that's being cleared out.
Yeah.
So that we can step into, I know you've been feeling it, Sherry, this whole new connection to what I'm going to just say heaven energy. I mean, you feel it, right? You're feeling it?
Oh my God. Well, besides the Schumann resonance, there's solar flares this week. I think it was like the 23rd, 24th, 25th. Like they're pretty large. I saw some of the technology, like the computer. It wasn't even computer generated, but basically, I forget where it was from, weather or something. But they were serious. I mean, they were just like, really big flares. So I've been feeling that. Not so much as I was this time last week, but more so in lots of things clearing, like big transformation, for me, big patterns that are leaving. And I think about, speaking of patterns, the blue ray coming up, the emerald ray coming up, Lemuria keeps coming up, like all these similar patterns. All the teachers are kind of talking about the same thing. And it's really fascinating. It's very exciting.
I've been doing a lot of decoding this week, and I have really gotten in kind of head over heels. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about maybe offering a beginner webinar, maybe by donation or something like that. Yeah. But we would do something to explain how to get into this, because it's like once you're into it, you can't unseed codes. Some things are stupid coded, as like 48 likes to say, stupid coded or in your face. 117, like 117 is one of the first. It's one of the first three that I decoded, and it started with like 148, and then it went to my name, and then it was like 112, then 117, and I'm still not done 117. But some of the codes that come out in your face, 117, it's just like, it's stupid crazy. Emerald Ray Order. Now, if you type that in and you just type in the number value as like A is 1 and 26 is Z, if you were doing it like that, you'd come up with 58. You wouldn't come up with, for Emerald Ray Order, you come up with, 130 something. But if you do there's different ways to code it. So if you do each letter separately, and it's weird because when you start tapping into your intuition and you listen to your inner teachers, like not what's brain work, like I study, I memorize, I know, therefore this is the right math. No, you follow your guidance. You might get a number that's 58, but you reduce that down. 5 + 8 is 13. Like you need that 13 instead of the 58. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like when you follow that inner teacher, the code is stupid in your face, ridiculous. It's amazing. So I have to bring that up a little bit, because I've just been finding so much that we don't know, and so much joy in decoding things. Oh my God, you're not going to believe this. It's crazy. It's crazy.
And you talk about gematria, right?
Yes, thank you. Yes. I didn't say that. Thank you.
In case people just are popping on right now, you're talking about gematria, which is I'm not near where you are with it.
And I'm just getting started. So
it's like a basic. It's advanced, kind of advanced numerology.
Yes, but it's more like a natural math, like
yes,
because you see numbers all the
sacred
time.
Geometry.
Yeah, like you see the line. People see numbers and they'll Google. Oh, I know the numbers mean something. I'm paying attention, and then they'll Google angel number, or what does this number mean? You're looking for the real math that your heart knows, your spirit, your God codes. Like your codes are numerical. Like everything's coded. We know Fibonacci code and all that. So when you start to know a natural math, it becomes easy to see the code and listen to the code. It's fun.
It's very cool. Very cool. It makes my head spin, because you can code, not in a bad way, but you can code it it just keeps going on. It's like sacred geometry. It's like divine
Yep.
intelligence. It's just like, it just keeps going on and on and on, and it's exponential.
Well, let me give you an example of why I brought it up and why it's not like a serious rabbit. I mean, it's a rabbit hole, but like, let's just say it's not something that makes your head spin, but it validates. When you get a code that comes out, like I told you, there's 3 numbers that I had started with. One was a code that got me started as like something that I'll explain later. And then the next 2 are my names. One was my name that I use on YouTube, and the other is my name that I use legally. And I didn't even get to my birth name yet.
Wow.
But and so the 3rd number with that was coming up in and it's 117, and it was coming up for Emerald Ray order. And I had done it a different way. So it's like 13 plus 44 plus 60, 117. So Emerald Ray order 117. And anyhow, as I'm doing these codes, it's like our influencers or whatever. She didn't have like a huge following, but she had a decent following, but something kept telling me like, what is it? Who is she?
Yeah.
And I kept getting that, who is she? I don't know who she is. How am I supposed to find out who she is? What bloodline she's in, or what order she represents? She was Blue Ray, sweetheart. She was Blue Ray.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so screaming in my face today that I was like, this is how it was looking. We're going to be for our work, if it's okay with you, like this is what they were bringing in, is replacing control mechanisms through the vaccination. Whatever. Transmuting stuff that doesn't need to be there. So anything bad, just transmuting that, and using the full alchemical process, using the gold, emerald, and violet tri-flame, the triple flame, the holy flame from that. But then I was like, well, wait a minute, but what about the Blue Ray? And I was asking more, because it's like, it's a holy trinity of divinity and everything infinity, but it's like, where's the Blue Ray in this? So as we went in a little bit further, they gave me more information. They were saying a divine 9 of the cosmic being is doing an initiatory thing. But it's not that the Blue Ray is done. The Blue Ray's been here. The Blue Ray has been the divine mother. And it's almost like she gets to a certain point where she says, okay. And it's like the Emerald Ray, the divine Emerald Ray order, is more like a completeness of a masculine. So it's like the king greeting the queen. And the alchemical process is the violet flame, which transmutes into the golden race. And it's like, this is a golden race initiation for all, like all humans. It's coming in, like whatever souls are in that order. They're just initiating and giving everybody their ability to tap into their multidimensional healing powers and find out what part of the race they're from, where they're from, origins, whether it's Earth or a star system or wherever. It's, yeah.
That's amazing. And that's amazing. I really resonate with that. And I think that she represented, like, to me, Blue Rays always were paired with the Pleiadians. I always had like that, that's how, and I'm hearing right now, they're kind of coming in and be like, yeah, like that's their kind of their order, like you're talking about. And they're, what I want to say, I don't know, I see them like
Lemurian too.
Exactly.
I am a Lemurian 117, sacred family 117, hidden goddess 117.
There you go. A hidden goddess, Gabby. That's really interesting. Yeah. I think she represents a lot too. I think she represents hidden goddess is really interesting because there's that rebalance of power between the masculine and divine feminine that's been coming in the past couple of years. It's like 3, 4, 5 years. And it's feeling like she's a representation for that energy coming in through her story, which is tragic, but it's also, people are more aware of what might have been going on the human plane. And she's a big caveat, a big catalyst for that. I think that's really, really interesting.
Right. And still, I don't even think the amount of people that have been affected by her story have even surfaced yet. But I feel like her inspiration, or the sacrifice for which that was, or whatever, however that is looked at, it's still her life. Okay. Yeah. And given that. So what is the that? And it ties back to double sleepers. Believe it or remember double sleepers?
Double sleepers are still low. I have double sleeper stories. You want to talk about?
I do.
If that's on your agenda, yes.
No, absolutely.
We can talk about tomorrow too.
Yeah, that's fine. But it's exciting because, look at the Nicki Minaj double sleeper scenario and how many people she's waking up. Well, there's people that will be affected by this kind, compassionate, caring, good-hearted, young, beautiful woman, her soul, like pure Blue Ray, like I want to say sacrifice, but it's still however we want to see it, death, tragedy, murder, whatever words you want to use for that. there's still that whole grieving process for the people that knew her and that direct sphere of influence of people that knew and followed her and loved her. But then there's all the realms after that of people that are affected, not realms, what do you call it? Ripples of waves of people who knew her actions by her, which she's put out in her content. And, like, people by their energy. You just know them from that. You can tell from a picture. You can tell by looking at somebody that it's purity and goodness. You just.
Yes.
So yeah, tell me about the double sleepers, because I really think this event that's happened and taken place, I really feel like it's going to awaken some more double sleepers, even if it's one or two more, that they're just going to say, screw this, like no more, kind of choose their sides and speak out. And I
agree with you. I agree with you. Yeah, I'm still kind of processing the whole Gabby thing because I've read a couple articles about it and I haven't really watched any of her content, but it just really resonates with everything that's happening. There's just so many aspects of that situation that, and double sleeper is one of them. So yes, so I watched a video, I don't remember the source, but it was legit. And a funeral director up in, I showed it to you, was it Canada?
Oh, I thought it was it Canada? I thought it was New York.
I can't even remember.
Okay.
I should look it up.
No, you go ahead. I'll look up. Keep talking.
Thank you. I did send it to you. Yeah. So anyway, funeral director who was coming out, finally had been holding his silence and was coming out about all the things that they've been asked to do or not do as you know what? He was in the UK. He was in the UK.
Yes, it was the UK.
He was in the UK. Yes. So anyway, things that he was asked to do and not to do, and things, and had gone into his own business for 5 years after being in, I guess they're public funeral director organizations over in the UK, which I don't think we have that here. I mean, it's for like a corporate kind of thing. Anyway, he had a lot of really hard evidence and was sharing that online about some of the things that are going on. And he had kept quiet for, 18 months.
Yep,
he said,
he played the game.
He played the game and he was listening for 18 months and decided to come forward. No
increase. Well, all right, actually we shouldn't get into all of that, but let's just say he's a whistleblower, he's a double sleeper, and he has influence because of his career.
Yes. So funeral director in UK, if you want to look that up. I'm sure you'll hopefully be able to find it like Rumble or something too. I'm sure it's on there.
I was going to say, do you remember where it was? Because it probably isn't on this platform.
Let me look. A friend of mine sent it to me. Why? Yeah, I'll look while you're.
Yeah, it's crazy. So there's so many things that are happening and taking place, and the gematria does play a role in it too. But listen, when the Emerald Ray Order, the Divine Emerald Ray Order, is coming online, like they're here, it's almost like your higher self's grandparents or your higher self's great grandparents. They're here in the area too, in your location too, where your higher selves are. They're here, they're initiated. You can say they've woken up. You can say they've, passed through the, ring past knot or whatever you want to call it. But they're here and they're speaking through their children and their grandchildren and their lineages. And they're speaking through people that are attuned to their energy. So it could be bloodlines or it could be initiation. I'm not really sure exactly how that works yet, but we'll get clear on that. I'm sure we'll all get clear on that. It just works when you're in your claircognizance. You can see what's going on and hear what's going on. Not everything, and they don't tell you nearly enough, right, Sharon? Not nearly enough, but we get enough that we can do our work, which we know we're supposed to do.
Yes.
So.
Just to let you guys know, it's funeral director in Milton Keynes, UK, breaks his silence. That's on YouTube.
Oh, it's on YouTube. I'll put the link to that in there.
Yeah.
Did you send that to me in Messenger?
Private, you and I. Yes.
Private Messenger. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll snag that.
Yeah.
And put that in there.
Say hello to everybody. Can I say hello to everybody?
Oh gosh! Oh my God! Please.
I know
do.
We're so into it.
It's been crazy. I know. I've been getting your messages and the emails, and I know I'm late behind on the emails and everything, but thank you for not giving up on us and just for being here and hanging out with us. Thank you.
I love it.
There's a lot. Everybody's going through so much, Sherry.
Oh my gosh, I know. I would say hello to, let's see, Diane. Hello that way. Hello, Bev's here. Hello, Firefox. Nice to see you. Jeanette's here. Beautiful. Nice, everybody.
Nice to see you, ladies, of course. It's always nice to see you. It's so cool when you start developing a community and people come in and listen to you and support you and they're here for the work and here for themselves and stepping into their power.
Absolutely.
And I can't find that link, Sherry, so we'll do it later. Or
yes, sounds good.
I'll be back here in the present.
Cool. Yes, we go. There's so you were talking about everything coming in. It's just such an amazing time to be alive right now, because it's like, personally and as a tribe, there's just so much really good stuff going on, and expanding every way, and all these people coming forward, and the light is here. I just keep saying the light has won, even though it feels really intense and really deep. It's like the light has won, and all these beautiful things, all these synchronicities. Each week they're new synchronicities, and I'm kind of repeating what you said, but it's like, this week it's all about Lemuria and and the blue ray and the emerald ray, and it's like, a couple of weeks ago it was all about, I don't know, I can't even remember what it was about. It's just.
All right, hang on a second, because Jeanette, are you still frozen? Can you see us now? Because also Diane's saying her froze too. Listen, we should talk about the quantum for a minute, because and Bev also froze. Okay. Can you guys hear us now? Put it in the comments if you can hear us, because we've been definitely getting issues. 1744.7 when I looked up there. 1744.7.
Wow.
Yeah, codes are everywhere. Can you hear us? Please put a comment in if you can hear us. Can you hear us or no?
Not getting anything. I wonder.
I know.
What we
That's
were
okay.
There. Beth says yes.
Oh, good. I was going to say, you know what? It's recording. We keep going, because they're going to do what they're going to do. Sherry and I have noticed, and we have been paying attention. Our eyes are wide open at the editing that's being done, at number games and things, and haha, you guys got us, haha. But you know what? We also have divine protection, and we are serving as informed consent. And so you're not allowed to touch this. And when they do it, every time they do, it's going into, class actions and things like that. Yep. So like, it's messy. So we don't want to get into all of that. We just want to be able to inform our viewers, as I bump my mic again. Sorry. We just want to use this as an informed consent. And from the experience and the knowledge that Sherry and I have, we are informing our subscribers of things that they may not be aware of from a spiritual perspective. So we deserve and have a right to have this platform for informed consent. Don't you agree, Sherry?
I totally agree. We can we consent to our divine beings and information coming forth. That's what we consent to.
Echo's here. Hey, girl. Hey. She said it never froze for her. That's all good. Well, all right. So it didn't freeze for you, but we got 3 other ones out there that are, at least 3 that are saying it froze. And so we know they're playing games, but you know what? No more. Let's set our intention that our stream will be fine. They're not going to edit anything. The work is going to be done. Yes. And if we do go out, if my channel gets cut, you guys all know. Let's see. I have an old one here that I'll put on here. So you know that you can find me on Rumble, where our band 144 roundtable number 5 is up. So I don't have any warnings left, and they absolutely could, if they want to. I don't want to get into that fear. So like, look, let's put our intention that this stream will be fine. Everybody will hear what they need to hear, because there's some really powerful codes that are going to be coming through. And Sherry, I don't know how long the 144. Remember last week I said I wasn't sure how long, and this is number 9.
Yes.
I would love to see it go on and on and on, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
We'll have to see. And it's all divine. It'll happen the way it's supposed to happen, So it's okay.
But if everybody's right, and we knew it was going to be a limited time as well. But Michael, Sarah, we love you guys, and hopefully we'll be able to, get back and do this again for number 10. But be well out there, be safe, and we're going to call in your spirits for when we do some work. Let's see. Wait, was there a question that we didn't answer? I feel like we were going to be talking about something.
Oh yeah. Well, we ended with the whistleblowers, the double sleepers.
Oh yeah, I feel like it was after that though. Oh, can you guys hear my background piano music? I swear, this guy, he's so good. I found him by divine intervention.
That's the guy you're talking about. Yeah.
Link is in the description box. Yes, he's just so in love with playing his music. You can see it pouring through his body. Like, he's just so, here, let me show you guys. Let me show you ladies what this fella's doing. Look, can you see it?
Yes. I
don't know if you can hear it, but his link is in the description box. He's so good. And it's just so, sorry. I just had to share him with you. It's just, so if you hear piano, no, I'm not playing in the background. One day.
Beautiful.
Oh, Sherry, yeah.
Did I tell you where? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, so this is some serious energy, and I think we need to just lighten it up and lighten everybody's load and send out amazing blasts of whatever we can as we need to. We'll do like what we do on your channel too. You know, do it all here. Yeah, what were you going to say?
So I was out in nature today, but it's coming in too, because we were talking about Lemuria, and I'm feeling everything needs to be grounded. I was at the beach, so I was grounding, and it was real overcast, but it was really pleasant. You know, it was one of those like kind of days. Yeah, so watching the water and the waves, and like
that's so funny. I was on my deck, and water started coming down, and I was like, you know, from the upstairs.
That was me sending it to you. No kidding.
Yeah, it literally felt like a wave was hitting me. So I was just kind of like, at first I kind of jumped up like, no, I don't. And then I'm like, what? And I sat again. And then it came again. I'm like, okay, I'm playing in the water. Yes.
Nice. Yeah. So I think there's this theme of what I'm getting this as we're like getting ready to talk about the healing piece of it. There's this theme of water and flow, and water is emotion. Water, is indicative of emotions. And it's very emotional right now. Everything's very like, you know, it just keeps coming up, and it's bubbling to the surface, and we have to just kind of let it flow through us. And that's what I'm feeling.
I know. I'm getting hit. I know everybody's getting hit too. And there's definitely things in everybody's family and everybody's personal life that's challenging. And it's like you're saying, I wish I could draw this out the way our experiences have looped back around.
Yes.
And it's almost like if this is the linear time that's stretched out, and then along the line, wait, I'm going to go up and down so you can see it better. So if this is the line and you're going along the line, this can get stretched out. So it's not just from like here, say from here to here is your entire lifespan, from here to here. And like down here, you can open it up like you stretch other things. So it would exponentially get longer. But when that happens, you go off on a little side loop to get back onto the timeline to keep going. And then, we veered off this way, and you got to go through a time loop to come back to where you were. And it's like,
that's a good way to describe it.
It does that. It's kind of weird. So somebody be like, what the heck? I'm talking about quantum circular time instead of linear time. Merging it.
Yeah.
Emotional day. Yes, Diane. Exactly. It has been an emotional day.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's people going through moves right now. I know there's people going through upheavals in their families. They're going through a lot of trauma, of cognitive dissonance, of trying to understand and make sense of things that don't make sense in the world right now. There's a lot of things that don't make sense. So I think we want to get back to a place inside ourselves where we can trust what it is that's going on, because we're learning we can't trust anything in the outside world. And we're lucky if we have a handful of people that we can trust that are close to us. We're lucky because there's people out there that don't have anybody they can trust. And that sucks.
Absolutely.
Even just one or two people in your life can be a saving grace for anyone. So we want to help with this healing now. I don't know, Sherry, is there anything else we want to discuss before we get into it? Because I'm feeling like they're all...
I think it's time. Yeah. I think the only thing is time. Yes, definitely.
Okay, so we just want to get ourselves ready for all energies coming in to the field now. There's all kinds of assistance that unlike that I felt before. Yes. They've been ready and waiting. They've made it very clear it's going to be very, very serious energies.
Already on and out.
Mm-hmm.
And already coming through.
We're calling out to our ancient selves in our own infinity, divinity, holy trinity within. We're going to be using the gold, emerald, violet flame. It's an alchemical process. It's going to be birthed in our heart. We're going to be receiving from the divine emerald order, the emerald ray order. We're going to be receiving initiations through the heart center, through the heart portal. Star seed portal open, star soul, soul star portal open. As within, so without. Crown chakra open. Take a deep breath in, breathe in through the top of your head. Allow the light codes to come in, just white light. See the emerald ray being birthed within your heart through the alchemical process. Just trifold flame, violet flame, emerald ray, birthing into white golden light. The birth of the golden race. The golden race here on earth is a golden ray. It's golden energies. It's alchemized through the self-realization, through the self-illumination. Take a deep breath in. Feel the heart expansion. At this time, there's no anxiety. This time, it's full expansion in love light, in heaven ray light, in Christ light, in illumination from within. As within, so without. Breathe it out. Deep breath in. And on the out breath, expand it out through your heart. Allow what no longer serves to be released and let go of. I'm seeing a lot coming down and out through the lower chakras, like peeling off the body, as if the body's coming up and through like a liquid light layer of plasmic force energy. It's like a 7D barrier, and I'm seeing people being birthed in through that. Their legs sort of hanging behind, so we're just pushing all them up gently, giving them that hand up instead of hand out, so to speak. Everyone is a divine sovereign who steps into their 7-ray self, alchemized through the emerald ray birthstones within the heart.
There's just a lot of different tribes and councils of beings coming in, galactic councils, just full on like pods of these different higher beings coming in to meet the collective, and then the collective forming their own pods, you know? So they're within that light that you're bringing in these bubbles. It's just beautiful. I'm
seeing the location, and now is in like a flat surfaced area with a dome over it. And it's a higher dimensional version of like a heaven on earth type of thing, sort of like a protected area of healing and beauty and Lemurian frequency, but elevated up into 70 and above. But we're bringing this energy healing ray down into the grids on earth. So bringing it in closer, bringing it down in through and from Andromedan energies assisting, crystal ray lights from Lyra coming in. They want to speak. Sherry, your throat chakra's lighting up.
And it's coming through. Ikatan shunuma entwa katani iti tuto si ndwa ikata mahente ikutan shuna. Hinwa mihete kita miheto shishuna na no miheto asikitani nua nehesi nua pakati nahada mutwash of Lyran. Itua. There's that masculine, feminine, again, balancing.
They're bringing in Lyran. Octurian is bringing in a blue, turquoise. It's like a new seafoam. Oh, I'm seeing a mix of emerald and blue coming in together and elevated. And aquamarine. It's calming and re-energizing for the rest of the transition that we have to live, chose to live through down here on Earth. So we're able to bring this into 3D reality through location 2. So this is now coming in from location 3 to location 2, being spread down in through everyone here. Take a deep breath, everybody, deep breath.
There are other beings dropping in from these. They're showing me wormholes again. Black holes dropping in and
Okay, got them.
out. Yep, out down through these into location 2. So lots of other higher beings from these other.
Standing guard. Yep, all rising. Yep,
coming down
I
and
got it.
emissaries. Yeah, just coming down to join and assist.
It's like location 2 is doing their cleanup work, and they're like pretty much like, this area looks good. It's looking good. It's looking really good.
These higher frequencies being imbued into the collective.
There's ancients showing up around Earth,
Yep.
surrounding all the beings that are here to help. Everybody's surrounding in a divine protection.
Yeah.
Liquid light. That's
ancestral lines, clearing ancestral lines. They want us to
celestials coming in too. Thank you.
Yeah,
Royals.
All about emotions. That's what I'm hearing, because I'm asking, like, what is this all like? It's all about emotions. It's all about clearing out.
Master, look at the emotions they're saying as the beast within. You're taming the beast within. You're taming the emotion. The emotional beast is yours and yours alone to tame.
Yes.
If you do not gain control of your own emotions, there is no stepping forward, because that will always have you attached and pull you back and unable to move forward and above. Taming the beast within is setting yourself free from emotional reactions. Go ahead.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm seeing. Like, they're just showing, like, bringing in this balance to the chakra system for the collective and for the planet, because this is what's going on in the next. Hang on. In the next month, they're saying they're talking about this emotional imbalance going to rebalance, like you're saying. So this is all about just like everything coming up. So allowing yourself in the next month to just like, it's the way it has to be. It's clearing. It's the depths of it's stopping us from ascending. That's what I'm seeing. We're on our way, but it's slowing it down. Let's put it that way. That's what
they're showing me a pendulum swinging through the next month the opposite way. That the emotions is actually, it's going to be picking up for hope again, to believe in that healing, but now it's like you're empowered with the tools. Now you have the full connection of everything you used to think was make-believe. Now you have that connection to heaven on earth. You have that ability to manifest that on earth, which you are of your birthright. You are the healer.
Yes.
You are the grounder. You are the grid keeper, the grid worker. You are the record keepers. You are the scribes. You are the holy healers of the divine orders. Remember who you are. Sherry's getting a tap on that one.
I am. I'm just there's people. I'm seeing collective running away, and this kind of beautiful energetic net just stopping and saying it's okay. Like, come back and look. Come back and sit with it. Come back and be with it. So it's just beautiful, like just beautiful light reaching the heart space and just saying it's okay. It's okay to be with all of this. Yeah. Exactly, Linda. Yep.
So what they're showing me is people were afraid to meditate. So they know it's a body, mind, and spirit system. They understand that it's a Trinity, Holy Trinity system, 3 systems, body, mind, and spirit. But sitting with spirit was all about a fear of meditation, a fear of having no control, a fear of brand new, being a newbie again, I guess, being in something that's unexplainable and something we were conditioned and brought into a system to disconnect from and be fearful from, which they're showing we do not need to be fearful of that, because that is our true birthright for being a human, is being a spiritual being. So understanding the spiritual connections,
coming back to self. Yeah.
Understanding that in a way that you understand without understanding. You're not under anybody. You are the divine gift. Invert that so that you are all that is within the body. Switch that consciousness from the small, the upside down pyramid where the little is at the bottom. Invert that pyramid so that you are up top and pull yourself up through the divine galactic cord into the higher self mind. Use your mind system, your consciousness to stretch that belief that you are in multiple locations. You are connected through your heart portals, and this is very, very real. Not to fear. No fear anymore. This is a journey. This is an exploration to self. This is a divine birthright that you have to heal, be the best, and live in the most abundant life that you can here on earth.
Kind of a spiritual, light-filled, crystalline kind of anesthesia of sorts, like to just kind of not dull, but to make it more easeful when people are kind of sitting with that emotion. And when you were speaking of the pyramid, just that point of the pyramid down was the root, and kind of everything growing up and out through the crown. So just expanding up and out through the crown was just really beautiful.
Falling in love with becoming a learner again. Being willing to learn again, to set aside the ego of what you think you know, and being willing to let your soul and your spirit guide and teach you through synchronicities in life. The beautiful, magical journey that is your life. It's our life.
Bringing in the violet flame for those who are still a little fearful.
Ah, yes. And violet flame. I'm going to use that. We're also going to instill a healing. We're going to fill up this sphere, and in this sphere is going to have transmutational properties, and it's going to have healing. It's going to be sent out through the Christ grid, through the Christ consciousness, and anybody can call into themselves and agree, just like you would agree to take anything in your body. And if you have taken something in your body and you either regret or wish to transmute it, this will be an antidote on a spiritual level. This is going to be a high dose potency, energetic transmutator of anything that was placed into the body with ill-informed consent, maleficent, intention, maleficent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't get that word there, but yes, malintentioned, misaligned, not properly informed as the human, as the sovereign. Anybody that has received any of these can take this dose, can take this light and still alchemical process and breathe it into their human form, allowing the transmutation of anything that may still be residing in the body, that anything that might have mutated in the body, anything that's causing damage in the body, anything that's changing DNA, birthright structures, anything that's changing the blueprint of your DNA on a molecular level, it now be breathed in by your full consent to transmute that back and use that technologies or use those bodies and cells in your body to transmute and upgrade to a higher level, increasing your own potency at your natural organic defense mechanisms. So all cells in your body are now to fall in line by your command, to be in line with your perfect divine blueprint that you agreed to come into this earth body with in this lifetime.
Beautiful light patterns, energy patterns coming through as you were speaking.
Sorry.
You okay?
Yep. Thank you. Keep going.
I'm going to make it you're just pulling things out. Actually, your collective throat chakra. Speaking truth, feeling. So anything that's been inhibiting that truth from coming forward. So all of those patterns and things that have been overlaid on familial lines, ancestral lines,
Emerald
agenda
ray.
lines.
Emerald ray is stepping in like overlaying every
Removing all
like
of
the
that.
collective print. They're overlaying.
Yep.
They're saying we got this. Like it's a partnership now. It's
huge.
It's a done. Thank you.
Yeah. Speaking through you, sister.
Okay. I'm seeing divine Blu-ray saying, we're here. Don't forget. And there's been a lot that the Blu-ray has been doing, has been here, has been present, and has been working through people, healers, peacemakers, balancers, calm, still, and those healing bloodlines. They've been here doing so much work. They're divine goddesses. They're hidden goddesses. They've been doing work under the scenes. Goddess within too for masculine. I'm not denying the masculine, but this Blu-ray is just so loving and present, and everybody's like divine matriarchal ancestral lineage. There's this beautiful Blu-ray of protection that I'm seeing going through many tribes, avians and octarians and all kinds of species that are stepping forward to show their place in Blu-ray. And it's like they have places in many rays. The Blu-ray has been very busy. The Blu-ray has been extending through many lines. Oh yes, we have. They have been going through. I'm seeing. They're telling me now. They're showing me. It's quite funny. It's quite powerful. Thank you. The emerald ray stepping from beside them as it's like a wind beneath my wings type of feeling. Like divine queen, divine king coming together in the rays, saying you found us. Alchemical process, violet flame sewing it together, golden ray race. There they are. It's beautiful. That's beautiful.
As you were going through that, it's really interesting. They brought in the Sea of Galilee. And I could see the waters parting, right? Isn't that where the waters parted through the Bible?
That was in Egypt, wasn't it?
No? I can't remember. My Bible.
The Red Sea. It's okay.
The Red Sea parting. Okay. I don't know. It's just the Sea of Galilee. Anyway,
Jesus was baptized at the Sea of Galilee, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I saw him, Yeshua, standing there, and it did part. So.
Oh yeah, the clouds parted,
and his power. The power of his Christed light coming through divine consciousness, opening up the collective divine consciousness.
Wow, yeah.
It's really beautiful as you were talking about. That was just amazing. Wow. So that water, there's the water again, the waters. Emotion.
Okay, so there is groups. Excuse me. There's isolated groups, self-isolated groups. That's the name I'm being told. I was actually told earlier about this, and it's coming in now. So divine timing. There's certain communities of people, and I'm going to just say groups and communities. Pick your choice. These groups and communities have self-isolated themselves in a way that they feel like unless you're part of this community, you don't understand us, you don't understand our journey. They have self-isolated to protect themselves, but also to be part of a community that understands them. And I'm going to get into some of that later. There's too many details right now that could be upsetting. So what we're going to say is the groups that have self-isolated are getting a massive healing so that they can allow some of this love light in, so that they can remember who they are as souls and not be so quick to judge other groups that may not have it all right, may not have it all figured out, because nobody on the earth plane does. there have absolutely been games played at the atomical level as well. There have been souls that have been supposed to be in one and were put in another body, for example. That is a very real thing. Now we say, do you not have to be a certain age to purchase alcohol, enlist in an army or navy or a military force? Do you not have to be a certain age, which you consider adulthood? So would that not be a common ground for something such as the biggest dividing factor now for these communities would be critical race theory? So would you not need to be a certain age where you would be an adult to make a decision? That would make sense. But there absolutely have been mix-ups that need to be sorted in a way that's understood from both sides and not so heavily guarded on one or the other. There needs to be a middle ground, and both sides need a healing for this. It's a community separating issue that needs that peace between them. We have to move forward in peace. So these understandings have to come to play. So they're just showing me something that's going to play out in the human 3D stage. They're showing me how it angers so many people on both sides. It's very, very divisive. So we need to bring that back together in a way that makes common sense, which is humans reach a certain age, which is agreed upon, like to get married or to buy alcohol or cigarettes or get medical marijuana cards or join the military or get a gun or whatever. There's a certain age of adulthood for a reason. So there should be certain ages for having your body changed that into what you feel is you. And there are people that will not like this on either side and both sides, but you know what? It's a great common ground, and it's the way they're showing me this healing needs to take place it's just a way to break through the bubbles of, you know, maybe reaching some understandings and some peace between the communities that are feeling so much hate and so much loneliness and so much division, that we can bring communities back together again somehow, some way, middle ground. I don't know where that was coming from, but I do, but I don't. I just, okay. I I'm seeing a lot of resistance on sides that absolutely don't understand that souls were put into wrong bodies. So I think we need the transmutation. We need golden commands, codes, golden key codes we need. And we need to be able to disperse them through to higher selves on location 2. They need to get it right away. They need to get the key codes. Requesting all assistance for sending out golden key codes to every divine human for understanding on things like gender issues and critical race theory and things like that. Understanding what that is. And no hate. A better way to teach people about things such as spirituality and gender and how that can have been messed with. We're not going to understand the gender issue until we understand the multidimensional spiritual issue. And people have been cut off for that. So not understanding that spiritual side of yourself, multidimensional aspects.
Heart space is really opening up.
Yeah. So how can you understand the gender and the gender fluidity of people along the spectrum and how they believe and see and feel themselves, and that nobody can tell them they're wrong, and God does not make mistakes, right? So we need to have that common ground of healing and understanding and communication so that they're not completely segregating themselves. What are you seeing?
Just some light rays coming in to kind of align. I'm just seeing like they're coming into align with these new perspectives when people start to awaken to this.
I was seeing boots on the ground, like in bubbles of protection, and it's like they were allowing some of the blankets on top of the bubbles to be peeled off. I guess they're allowing some of that, so they're more buoyant, energetically wise. Just energy report here, more buoyant instead of so encased in isolation. So I think some of the fear programs that you were using when you were deprogramming the fear there earlier, I think that came into play there.
Just little things that need to be kind of pulled out.
Yeah, what do we need more?
Just pulling out. Like little fibers. Filaments.
Yeah. They're showing some leadership within those communities, spiritual leadership. They're the double sleepers in this community. There's going to be spiritual leadership. Nice. Oh, that's beautiful. Ooh, twin souls in one body. How powerful.
Wow. That's what these children coming in now are. They're bringing in their whole selves.
Wow.
They're complete.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
I think we need to get into discussions about that at another time because that's pretty intense.
Babies that are coming in,
Yeah. And they need to be protected and nurtured, not conditioned into what we think they are. Their spirits will tell us. There's children who will tell us their past lives if we allow them to. There's children that are still connected. We need to listen to the children.
That's why, I'm hearing that's why they're here. Like they're already safe. They're good to go. You know what I mean? Because these babies that are coming in, they've been, because they're whole. This is part of the human condition, is that we've been so fragmented. That's what I'm hearing, is that we've been so fragmented and so incomplete that we're easily programmed. Right? We're not in our soul groundedness, divine being, original blueprint. These kids that are coming in, these babies that are coming in, are more complete. So it's much easier for them to resist and not fall into the conditioning and the programming.
And they're showing me multiple DNA strands too, not the whole 12 strands, but they're showing me there's more DNA strands. Full access to things we work so hard to figure out, to feel our way through.
Big clearing.
Yeah, me too. Oh, girl, I feel lighter already myself. I feel like
that was a lot.
Yeah. All right, let's start to bring everybody back. Everybody that's been holding the space on the grid, doing the work, coming with us, accepting the healings. Take these energies with you, store them as treasures in your heart, and when you breathe them out, reactivate them into the physical world with your speech and with your breath. Use your words to breathe it into living reality.
Little fairy energy coming in. Bringing in the light, trails of light.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you were done.
I did.
The fairies are like,
they're going, where's Linda?
The fairies are, pretty much, because I was like, I could see the fairies, and all of a sudden they're like, they went out.
Well, the first time you said the fairies, they showed me the birds and how I've been wondering where the birds are around here. And other people make up excuses. I love how they make up excuses to fit what doesn't make sense to them. And I've been noticing that the birds have been a little missing in action. And my mom said something to me today about some lady posted saying, "Where's all the birds in this area that we're at? Where's all the birds at?" And I'm like, so it's not just me noticing this, huh? Yeah, where the birds been?
Interesting.
I know. They get people, oh, they're dying off. Oh, they're heading south. Oh, well, the guy below us who used to feed them died, so the feeder's not out anymore. Okay, but that doesn't explain the rest of the neighborhood of birds. Like,
maybe the energies are feeling the energies and they're kind of hibernating a little bit earlier.
They definitely feel it. Yeah. No, I'm not getting anything that they're dying off. And if they are, and that's going on, then we'll know soon enough. There's just so much going on. It's going to be hard to, I'm not seeing a lot of dead birds around. I don't know about you, but I haven't just seen birds find out. They better not. I'd freak out if I started seeing dead birds all over the place.
God. I know that would be a little, no.
Yeah.
I'm not getting that. I'm just getting that there's some energy patterns that are flying through the atmosphere right now. They're just kind of taking cover.
Oh, we should go over to the, let's go over to the comments. Watchdog, welcome to the party. Oh, what do we have here? Awesome. Oh, yeah, you caught the live. That's right. Hey, Tina. Tina's here too. Tense. All right. Let's see.
Nice. Watchdog, hello.
Yeah, so Watchdog, sometimes I have trouble speaking and set aside your ego is setting aside your individual self, your soul. Sheesh. All right. Negative energies, just as good. Positive. All right.
The Bible.
Oh, I didn't get to that one yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to talk about that after you're done.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, did you say you want to?
Yeah, no, that Watchdog was just saying, I just missed it. Where'd it go?
Oh, not a good book to reference at all. Sad you two aren't awake to this. No, wait, how do we reference the Bible?
I referenced it by the Sea of Galilee came in, and really it was just an off the cuff kind of comment about, trying to get my historical reference correct, whether it's correct or not. It wasn't meant to be, it's nothing that I really subscribe to be quite honest. I was raised Lutheran and I have left that behind a long, long time ago. So it's just more out of off the cuff kind of, but I'm sorry that you felt that way. You're certainly
yeah. And you know what? Absolutely. And Watchdog, the other thing too, I think, we know that the Bible has been translated and mistranslated more than any other book out there. We know that, but there are definitely things like the book wouldn't have been written if there was 60 or 600 or whatever it was, some books that were missing in it, Dead Sea Scrolls. And they found there's so much writing out. There's so much inspired writing out there. And it's just a matter of like, who's controlling things and who wants to put the history, whoever controls
exactly
the money, the people, whatever they can write the history books. We know.
Yeah,
we know. We know that. We know. But like, I might say something like, hey, Jesus said we're all brothers and sisters and we can do these things in greater in these times. Like I might say something like that because that's also in the lost teachings of Jesus and things like that. He called us brothers and sisters. So, I'd like to think that there are some truths in some of the stories, but yeah, we know.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's see. And we got the awesome stuff, y'all. Thanks for the uplifting vibes. Good. All right, glad you're there. Glad you said that. Yeah, so you get it. You get it.
Yeah.
And we've all been misled. We've all been lied to. We know. It's Earth. Welcome to Earth.
Right, and everything's upside down and inside out and right side up and upside down, and it just goes on and on. So really, it's just it's all about discernment. It's all about what is right for you and what you believe, and then we try to all coexist together.
Yeah.
And who you are at the core.
So I'm still coming back. The bird comment got me too, because Jeanette was saying she has a bird feeder and noticed that there's significantly less birds. I want to bring that one back up. Oh. So see, even though the feeder was gone, that wasn't it. She's noticed it too. So what I was getting was I always try to get the birds to land on my finger. I'm very, very patient. And like I've trained
That's so
squirrels many
cool.
times to take nuts out of my hands. And like used to have 3 different birds in my lifetime as pets, or 3 or 4. Anyway, I always try to, and train them to come over, and they'll do their little song, and then I'll do my back to them. And I feel like I'm communicating. I know I'm communicating, but getting them to come over, a wild bird, and land on my hand, that'll be cool.
That's pretty cool.
It's gonna happen.
See,
Yeah.
I'm not finding that out here. So I don't know if that's an East Coast thing, because the birds are like, they're everywhere out here.
Okay. It could just be an area they could have had. There could be like stuff going on, because one day they were really, really, really busy, and I was very concerned because I didn't see not one bird.
That is really strange. Really, really strange.
All the trees in the area.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
So not seeing any birds like that, I'm like, what's going on? It's a little concerning. And it was like, after maybe, I was like, I'm not going in till I see a bird. I'm in the twilight zone. I said that to my mom too. I was like, I'm in the twilight zone here. There's no birds. And 3 of them, boom, dive bomb, right? Just to be like, we're busy. We're on mission, leave us alone, but we're still here. It's like they were having their own little meeting or something. And I know, it sounds funny. Okay.
Let's see what's going on.
It isn't worth cherry picking the good parts. I understand. I understand what you're saying. I get it. I'm not a Bible thumper, and neither is Sherry. So we don't go around quoting the Bible. But I say thumper in a mean way, because we don't need to cherry pick. How many times have you seen, like, you got the devil, and you got people at the church, and they can go back and forth, and they can fight over verse after verse after verse. How many times in like movies or different things have you seen people throw Bible verses back and forth? It's not who knows the words the best so they can cherry pick it, but it's conditioning that a lot of us came up and through. And so, it's very important to a lot of people, Holy Scripture, but they only have this much of the pie. It's like sticking your hand in the pie and getting this much. That's the Bible. Right. There's so much more to the pie, and it's a big old double-decker, triple-stacked chocolate deluxe pie with a cherry on it, strawberries covered in chocolate, and extra fudge dripping down the side. Like, it's a massive cake. And we got like this much, a little tiny fistful of cake. That's what they did to like Holy Scripture. Because there's so many other books. Everybody has a valid voice. Who's to say, like, Michael might write a book about our time. Sarah might write a book. You might write a book. I might write a book about the same thing. Like,
but it's not going to come out the same way.
And even still, okay, let's see, Sherry and I, we're going to pick our books for the Bible because we rule. That's not fair to Michael and Sherry. They have a valid point of view about what's going on too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a round table, even though we're in squares. We're squares and a round. That's the way it works.
Well, too, I mean, I think what I want to say to that, and again, everyone's certainly like entitled to their own opinions and how they feel about things and their perspective of things. Just like, that's just divine. That's what we are. We're all unique. That was channeled information. That was things that were showing up through the healing. That wasn't me saying, oh, and by the way, the Bible. That was literally coming, like, literally, I'm clairaudient. So I know Watchdog, I think she's off, but I'm clairaudient. So I literally hear words coming in and sentences coming in. And very clearly I heard Sea of Galilee and Sea of Galilee. And so then my way of going into what I'm hearing, because that's a clue for me from the divine, is, okay, tell me about that. Show that to me. Yeah. So what they showed me was Yeshua in the sea, whether it's part, and like I said, I don't know. Obviously my biblical information was not correct, because that's really not where I was coming from. It's just these images being shown to me for a reason to assist in what Linda's doing, which is clearing this emotional stuff, bringing in these rays. So just a little explanation for anyone else out there who's watching this thinking, because what's happening, I think, is that when you hear at least this is how I was, especially when I first got started. And I'm not overlaying this on Watchdog at all. I think it's a valid point. What they're bringing up is that when I first started on my spiritual journey, and I don't know where they are on their journey, but even way into it, it was very uncomfortable for me to hear anything around the Bible or Jesus or anything, because I had been so conditioned. I had been forced to go to church. I had felt really guilty about not going to church into early adulthood. And so that was something that I had to deprogram myself out of and come into this like really neutral point of view and observer's point of view to say, okay, that may not have happened the way I was taught. that may not be what it really is. And so I guess that's why I'm speaking to that, because I know that makes people, certain words can trigger certain things in people, and it just is what it is. And that's just for us to look at and be like, why are we upset about that? Why does that kind of trigger us? I was there for a very long time.
Super glad that you brought that up, because the whole thing is the emotional clearing is so that we won't get emotionally triggered about things. We're trying to teach people too how to tame the beast within, and the beast being the emotions.
Yes.
And so when we're learning how to detach from things and not have an emotional reaction, you can feel the trigger, but if you can feel the trigger without a charge, how do you do that? That's the trick. Because if it has a charge, it's emotionally charged, and then you usually respond to that. It's like a knee-jerk reaction. It's almost like a process where if you have a virus in your body and your immune system responds to it and starts to make more white blood cell, your T fighters, boom, that's our process. That's the army, on guard, come on out. And the chicks come in. So like it's a mechanism. So if you have an emotional response to something and you've already been triggered, if it has that charge, it's the emotional charge that we're trying to discharge. We're trying to say, okay, feel the trigger, but then pause before the emotional charge takes place, before the attachment kicks in and it's automatic. Take charge of that. And that's where you say, let's look at this. Why am I feeling this way? Why is that getting me upset? Why am I upset at that?
And it does always go, you and I talk about this, and we talk about it on Mondays a lot, because it's a lot of the work that I do is like, what's it attached to down your life stream?
Yeah.
Like, it's not just this experience. That's because we're so much multidimensional, so it's
the life stream. Yep.
Life stream is, or a karmic path, whatever you want to call it, the quantum field, which is we exist in the now. So there are many different things. So there are a lot of things going on,
Yeah.
So just speaking to that, but plus I think, we all know religion has hijacked what really happened. We all know it's hijacked the real deal, the real story. We all know that, so I think most of us do.
No, you're right. But I think too, when something's been hijacked, it's almost like where are you going to find the truth then? If they're not going to tell you the truth, if the truth is out there, but they're saying you can't have it.
It's in here.
Yeah, that's the only place you can find it is in here. And you guys who watch this channel,
Yeah, definitely.
And I know we've been going a little bit longer. I just love talking to you so much, Sherry, because we could go on all night. But guess what? We get to do it again tomorrow on your channel.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. Did I change this one yet? So I think I want to upgrade StreamYard. I really enjoy it. And I want to start having more events on the channel. So I'm not really sure how I want to do this yet, but I got a lot in the making, like the gematria webinar. I want to do something like that, and I want to have more things and start putting it on my website, and I don't know.
You go, girl.
Yeah. I'm feeling
you have so much to teach and offer, and you're just amazing wealth of information. You really are. You're the advanced version of what's out there. You really are.
Yo, stop.
It's true. Am I not right, ladies who are watching still? Yes.
Oh, wait, hold on. So thank you. Listen, we all have our advanced versions of ourselves, and we let that come in and shine when we're hanging around people that are doing the things we want to do and talking about the things that we want to learn. You don't hang around people that are talking about things that you've outgrown. You find a new community when you want to step into a higher version of yourself.
Yeah.
So they say that, what is it? The top 5 people that you hang around, you become the sum total of those 5 people.
Exactly.
All right, you guys, I really feel like we need a card. So I'm going to pull a card before we go. If you got another second.
Oh yeah.
They want a blue card for the collective.
Some cards tomorrow night too, I think.
As I drop tomorrow night.
Yeah, that was coming in today. That's why it's funny you got the same message.
Why do I always drop things?
Medallion. I love that medallion.
Man, that thing. I think that was the one that got. I think that's the one that got censored. That was number 5.
The Soul Star one?
I think. wasn't it? Did I do that on your chat? Wasn't that the 144? I did that on 144?
Yeah, but I think we did it for Patreon too.
Oh, okay. Well, if it was on Patreon, then it wouldn't have been.
You're talking about the medallion, right?
When we did the healing with this?
Yeah, I think we put it on Patreon.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't the round table then?
No.
Okay. All right.
I don't think so.
That's good to know.
Though.
All right. Here we go. This is for the collective. And if anybody wants a card for them, let's see. Do you got a couple minutes, Sherry? You want to stay on a little bit longer?
Of course.
All right. Let's do this. Anybody who's on who would like a card picked for them. I'm going to pick this for all of you guys right now. There. Whoop, on the floor. That's the one. The Temple Path.
Ooh.
Number 12. 2 and 1 is 3. You hear me doing that with math when I say things, because this is like a gematria. This is like God code way, like sacred geometry, you know. All right. So this is the sacred. Nice. Nope. It's the Temple Path, spiritual purpose and support. Receiving this card represents you own spiritual evolution. The winding path you're on leads to the blessed temple in a lovely garden, symbolizing the spiritual destiny your soul has had in mind for this lifetime. This card upright is here to tell you that what you're going through right now is all part of your soul's process.
Wow.
You are on your karmic path and heading in the right direction. And the choices you make now are important for your personal growth and your life lessons. The lights around the temple represent the spiritual world, your family members and friends, angels and guides, all the loving spiritual helpers who long to assist you. Call upon them and be open to their wisdom and inspiration. This is a wonderful, life-expanding time, so keep in mind your personal priorities as well as your spiritual connection. Following your higher intentions will help you move your life forward in dramatic ways, and connecting with spirit, your higher self, will have a wonderful influence on all that you experience.
Wow. That's a great one. Jeanette would like a card.
Okay.
Very cool. That was a good one for the healing we just did.
Yeah, you know what? If I pick a card too and you're getting a hit on it like that card, you talk about it now while I'm picking the next one. You know what I mean?
The temple one?
Yeah. If you get any kind of hit on something, that was for the whole collective.
No, that was interesting when I thought, because the golden light that was coming in, I saw personally a lot of golden light coming in. And I think it was all about opening up the spiritual center so that you can receive divine light and divine knowledge, which when we're in that, we were talking about that when you come in the soul of wholeness, when you come into your wholeness and you open yourself up to spirit, you become your own temple. So I think that was kind of cool.
Awesome. I love that. Okay. So Jeanette, I picked a card for you, sweetheart. And here it is. Door to value, new beginnings in finances or career. So this card shows a door with a gold coin on it, opening to a place that's filled with light and bright potential. Money, coins, and jewels fly towards you through the opening door, revealing a golden city beyond. There's the golden city again.
Wow.
Yep. And we're just bringing in the golden race, right?
Yep.
All of this points to the potential for exciting new beginnings or expansion where work or money are concerned. Perhaps a new opportunity is totally unexpected, or perhaps it's something you've been working towards for quite a while. Either way, keep your eyes open for this new beginning to appear in your life, knowing that anything you value may be open to you now. Remain conscious and creative and get ready to step through the door.
Wow. I see that. I was receiving that as the golden path too, to that abundance that she's receiving. So not only is it the light coming through the door, but it's that path that she's walking on with. That's how I was receiving that.
Nice.
That's very timely too.
Yeah, it is. It's very timely. It feels like we've been down this road before, doesn't it? Yeah. Doesn't this feel like a full circle? Let's see. I do feel I am on the right path and will complete my mission. Yes, of course you will. Of course you will. Yeah.
Nice.
Very good. Firefox, what's 12/9/1991? Oh, let's see, what's that?
Birth date?
9, 10, and 19 was that 20? Wait. Oh, well, we could do 9 and 9.
12
Oh
and
my.
3, 4.
Oops, it jumps when that happens.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So wait, see, 9. So 29, 30, 31, 32. 3 and 2 is 5. 5 vibration. All right, 5 life path number. I mean, so
29 to 27 and 5, 27, 32. Yeah. Right. Did you say that? I'm slow.
oh, I don't know. Did I? Yeah, 32.
You did 32, and 5, which is 5.
It took me way much longer. The brain doesn't want to operate. Okay, so I'm picking a card for Bev because she just jumped up in here. But 30, 32, 3 and 2 is 5. Yeah, that's what I said. All right, Bev, you got card number 6. You got contract, girl. We know a lot of things are coming to completion and contracts and things for a lot of us. We're getting rid of a lot of stuff, but partnership, legal commitment. So this card shows a contract in the background ready to be signed, indicating a committed connection of some sort. This union may be a business deal, the sale of a home, a new job, or even a commitment in marriage. Whatever the connection, this card is more than a casual agreement. It's usually something that requires a document that's binding, at least for the time being. The scales of justice also indicate that if legal action is underway, it's likely to turn out in your favor. Yeah. This card shines a light on potential new opportunities, so remain aware and receptive of what may be coming your way. All right, there's the card.
More, and it's like a golden background too. That's the third one that has, if you look around her hand, it's gold around her hand. It's kind of illuminated. So she's got like this, again, very positive card.
Yeah.
Very timely as well.
Wow. Crazy. I love when this happens, because this is like, the cards never lie. They just help with guidance. Spot on, she said. Of course. Anybody else watching that would like a card pull? Just put it in the comments. We'll be happy to do that. We're gonna get going soon, right?
Yeah.
How you feeling, sis? How you feeling?
Good. Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. It's funny, when I come back from the ocean, I'm kind of like, woo. So I was a little altered. Yeah.
Can I just say, I'm so healthy jealous. Ocean. I
didn't want to say it. That's my nature. But yeah, it's not been a horrible week. Last week was, I think, worse, but more intense. But I just needed that, and the water. I love the water. So.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Did Firefox ask for a card? I'm sorry. Firefox, did you want a card? Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I miss that? If you're still here and you want a card, let me know. Sleep well. You too. Bye, Bev. Did I pull one? All right. So Hawk, me from Malaysia. How you doing from Malaysia? Good to see you. Wow. Well, a little bit
awesome.
Going beyond. Yeah, isn't that cool? Isn't the internet just so cool?
It is. It really is. Welcome to the fam.
Yes.
Family. Yeah.
And tomorrow we're going to be over on Sherry's channel doing the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
come on over.
Yeah, come on over.
Glad to have you guys.
Jerry Balsh on YouTube. Sherry, I'm glad you were showing me how you can not have the pictures like jump back every time a comment goes on, because we were going boom, 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 boom. Oh, Firefox wants a card. Okay, good. I'll pull a card for you. Firefox. Interesting. There's some energy around you right now. I'm not trying to tap in. I'm just hearing, because your higher self and my higher self and Sherry's higher self now are all having a little chat. Yeah. And you're not an easy one to read. They're saying you are tight. That's 3 times. They're basically 3 times the strikeout, but I'm going to give you one more time. So let's see. Can we pick a card for you? Do we have your full permission? Last shuffle. If we don't get it, it's okay. Oh, flying out. Okay, so this one should have some significant impact Oh, God's favorite number. I should say it's 16. Card number 16. 6 and 1 is 7. You know what 7 is. And the card is patience. So
it's peaceful,
peaceful presence, letting go of desperation. This card shows a beautiful angel holding a clock in the stillness of winter. Her quiet, peaceful energy is telling you, oops, what is it telling you? It's telling you it's time to release the old urgency and to look at things with a much clearer perspective. I'm sorry if the light's too much to see, but this is a very, very white light, gold light kind of card. So I'm trying to tip it away from the light so you can see it. It's an angel. Is that better there? No, too much light. See, it's a
there it is.
There. All right.
Yeah.
So when this card is upright, it's telling you to relax and let go of the single-minded desperation that's been driving you. Don't try to force your will on only one option. When you think there's only one solution to satisfy your need or to make you happy, you're blocking many other potential solutions from coming your way. Let go of anxiety and be flexible. Be patient, be open and creative. Choose to be peaceful in the present. The universe has more options than you may be aware. Quiet your mind, broaden your perspectives, and let them come through. And it also, I'm going to give you an affirmation with this card, because the affirmation goes like this. This is if you're in the morning, when you wake up, you want to set your codes, you want to set your frequency for the day. You want to go in and say, like, I am light, I am love, I am divine. Do your I ams. It's a mantra that sets your codes, sets your frequency. I am divinely protected, things like that. Here's your affirmation. I pursue my goals with open receptivity. I am patient and flexible, willing to receive in many surprising and imaginative ways. So, here you go.
I'm getting that, Firefox, I'm getting that you've been waiting a really long time. And so Spirit's saying that they understand why you are impatient, why you're not impatient. It's why you're frustrated. That's what I'm feeling. Spirit understands why you're frustrated, but reframing something. Yeah. And exactly what that said was, letting go of something that you think is going to be for your highest good, because Spirit is saying there's something way, way better for you that you can't even imagine.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that really loud and clear.
And she's showing you in the card, she's got the medicine. Look at that right there.
Medicine.
It's a clock. It's time.
Yeah.
It's a time, but it's like your divine time is within. So you have to make an appointment with yourself and don't miss the meeting. I mean, universe is patient. Universe will wait for you. But it's like Spirit's giving you a nudge. It's like your soul wants to connect with you. And they're giving you that little tap to say, we're ready. Divine time is, as soon as you're ready, we're here. We're ready to make contact.
It's like the Wheel of Fortune too. The wheel can go either way. It's up to you how you want it to go. But I'm hearing you're absolutely capable of like you can do it. Like, just let go, because there's something way, way, way better for you. Like, I can feel it. It's like way up here. It's good. It's good.
I love it. I love it. Well, it looks like Bev's going to sleep good tonight. You're welcome, Bev. She's going to sleep, or she says, sleep well.
Good night,
and
Bev.
Thank you guys. You're welcome,
Thank
sweetheart.
You for being here.
And Firefox.
It's morning here, Hawking says. Wow.
Morning in Malaysia. Good morning.
So
you're at the perfect time to set your field, to set your energy field, that nobody's going to take your energy today without your permission. You give your energy. Nobody takes it from you. This is your abundance. This is your life force. This is your ki, your chi, your energy, your prana, your Holy Spirit. Only you give that. And that is a blessing. Wherever you go, your energy is a blessing in everybody's life. So just have that mentality as you go throughout your day and do something nice for somebody, just because it makes sense. You start following that alignment, and you're always in the right place at the right time. And like Firefox, you won't miss the opportunities, because it'll be in your face, obvious. It'll be in your face, 117. I'm going to start talking in code, girl. I know it.
You got to do that webinar so we can all figure out what you're talking about now.
I will. I got to talk to you about setting up a webinar or something. But yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, Willow Pillow, nice to see
Oh,
you.
nice.
Oh,
Hello, dear. See you
guys.
guys tomorrow
And
night.
Jeanette, we'll see you
Bye,
tomorrow night,
Jeanette.
Jeanette.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I should stop the scroll. Sometimes I put things on and then I forget to like turn
I
it
do
off. And
that
it just
too.
keeps
I know they stay up there the whole thing. Well, I got to do the scroll thing too.
Oh,
Nice.
right.
Nice group tonight.
So I hope we got everybody that wanted a card. Thank you all for being here. We'll be over on Sherry's channel tomorrow. And you got any final thoughts? Anything you want to, Spirit's guiding you to say before we go up? Because I keep getting this whole, hang on, but I don't know what it is. So it's got to be you.
It must be me, I guess, because I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't have anything to say. But now they're saying yes. To
Yes,
really,
you do.
whatever you can do to center yourself this week, which is interesting. I haven't looked at the upcoming energies. I don't know, but they're just, Spirit is like, just anything you can do to really center yourself, because I'm seeing, it's almost like a tornado around, like where your own personal in the middle of a hurricane, like you were the eye of the hurricane. So I don't know what kind of energies are going to be flying around, but that's what I'm seeing right now. So everyone just really centering yourself, being in nature. If you're the kind of person that needs to, like, if you need to kind of hole in and hermit up a little bit, that's what's coming in for next week.
All right. I'm going to show you guys something real quick. They are coming in. The energies that are coming in are crazy. And one thing that I want to show you, can you guys see this okay? Let me see where we're at here now.
Are you sharing?
There we go.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay. So Schumann resonance. Now that was today. That was today's energy. Today's the 26th. This was today. But one thing they want people to start looking at is zoom in and look at things like this. This is violet right here. This is blue right here. There's teals, there's aquamarines. And when you zoom in, you will see things in here. Do you see this as a different level of blue?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. As you zoom in, you'll see images of things. You will see visions in here. Like in here, look at the code all up in here. Yeah. They will tell you what these are. They will tell you what these represent. And when the beings that come in will speak to you through this, you will have the visions. But like zooming in down here real quick, I think I was telling you last week, I was telling you when I saw the first violet blue ray that came in, and then there's the emerald rays. You can't really see the emerald as much, but they'll show you where they are and where they represent, because there's some emerald in here. There's some emerald in here. It's like when it's right next to the white, you have a little easier time seeing. See how there's the yellow in the background? That's not blue. That's not the blue background. This is the emerald and blue ray and the violet ray right next to it right here. So the rays are definitely, oh yeah. So that website too, I'll put that in the, actually, I could give that to you guys right now. Did I stop sharing?
Yes.
Thank you. All right. I'm going to pop that in the comments for you guys if you want to go there now and just book, or go right after, as soon as we say goodbye. Tell me that went through. Did that go through?
It did.
Okay, cool.
It's there.
Very good.
Nice.
So you guys, love you. Thank you so much. We will see you on Sherry's thing tomorrow. Maybe we'll have a dance figured out. Patty cake, patty cake.
One of these days I'll get it down.
I love you, sister. Thanks for being here. Michael, Sarah, we're sending you our very best.
Yes,
and all you guys out there watching, be a little bit better today than you were yesterday. And we'll see you later. Have a good one. Bye.